Good morning, NorCal Karters. This is Jason, and it's May 10th, and this is your weekly show for upcoming events. And I'm getting an early start this week on a Monday. Um, I'm finding that at the evenings is just getting the week just starts getting too far away from me. Trying to schedule them at the evening, so I'm gonna try knocking these things out in the morning, and we'll see how that goes for a few weeks. So today, May 10th. Let's see. This past weekend was Mother's Day. The past week was Cinco de Mayo, and the California Rock Championship at ChallengeKarting.com. They kicked off their CRC series at Willow Raceway, and local NorCal team GFC Karting. They were down there supporting their customers, and looking back at the results. Now, for some of you, it may be hard to find it on Race Monitor. It was showing up under Gators, and then once you clicked on their past results, then it was easy to find their very current results. But yeah, Buttonwillow, they had an event there, and once again, it looked like the shifter class was fairly strong, which for the rock stuff has kind of been the trend. The trend has really been the shifters really gravitated that direction first, and the shifter stuff is usually pretty strong for all the different rock series out there. But the 100cc class, the senior, 100cc junior, both of those classes looked like they had okay participation with some really big names. And so I'll try to get Andy on the show so we can catch up with Andy and kind of get his outlook on the rest of the season. I know they had a schedule change, and they are combining one of their events before. They're moving their dates around, so that way their race will be before the Sonoma-rok Cup West event. So that should be good news for everybody. So yeah. So that was this past weekend, and again, there's ChallengeKarting.com and local race team GFCKarting.com was also there, and again, it was Mother's Day. And this coming weekend, GFC, that kid's busy. I mean, him and his crew just hustle. So they will be at Sonoma, so Rock Sonoma, GFCKarting.com at Rock Sonoma. And I will be at Rock Sonoma this weekend on Sunday. I'll do the announcing again. And I've been talking to a lot of people and getting feedback. I'm working on biosheets. So if you plan on participating this weekend, send over a bio to the Camerons. And we get that printed out. And then throughout the course of the day, I'll read off the biosheets. We'll see if I can actually start walking through the pits and maybe do some interviews. We had the Palix on for a podcast last week, and that should be posting to YouTube. I'm going to try to post it today. We had a little technical difficulty. We had a great interview. However, I'm new to the whole video thing, so I'm not a Zoomer. I'm not a Skyper. So anything video conferencing, etc., I have to really teach myself how to do it. And we had a little bit of an issue with Skype where it cropped out Keegan. So we went back, I made some edits, and hopefully it's going to work out. But it was a really good interview. Unfortunately, we could hear Keegan. We just couldn't see him because of the way Skype did the cropping. So in the future, I'm looking at some other podcasting platforms that will allow easy video. And if any of you have any suggestions, let me know. So it needs to be a platform that the guests can easily sign in or access without too much special equipment or software, ideally through a link or something like that. And yeah, I should have that video posted today. And that will be on our YouTube channel. I'll share it on our Facebook page, again, NorCalKarters.com. And yeah, it was a good interview. I always enjoy the interviews because it gets a little lonely in my recording studio /office/house. So That was good. So this weekend, Sonoma-Rok Cup, race number 3. And the Sonoma website to register, sanzarukarting.com. Sanzaru, Sanzaru, karting with a K.com. And if you're wondering why I mentioned the websites for some events and not for others, strictly it's the websites that I mentioned that they sponsor NorCal Karters. That's it. So if you'd like to have your series receive more exposure, I try to mention all the series or all the events free of charge. But if you want more attention for a specific series or your own series, please reach out to me. And again, the ones that get the extra attention, they sent us a little check to help keep the website alive and expand some of our technologies. So it looks like I'm going to have to get into the video podcast stuff and go that route. I'm actually looking forward to it. So I like hearing myself talk, and I really like looking at myself. So a couple of people have told me I have a beautiful face for radio. So why not share that with the world? And yeah, so sanzarukarting.com, go to their website, get registered for this weekend's event. If you are going to be out there, send me a bio or send it to Cameron, the Camerons. So I kind of put together a rough draft on the bio. It's going to be a kind of a working format. I don't want to just do the standard, who's your favorite race driver, blah, blah, blah. So if you have some interesting questions you would like to hear answers to, or you would like to answer yourself, email them to me, norcalkarters@gmail.com. And I'd like to integrate that, again, into the Biosheets. So basic format for a Biosheet. Obviously, your first and last name, the chassis you're on, the team you're working with, the engine package you're running, your engine builder. Those are kind of the basics. The series that you run in, again, I'm going to be announcing at Sonoma, so that I'm focusing on the Sonoma stuff. Maybe down the road, what you can do, if you're racing at Prairie-City or a CCKRA type event, send me your bio sheet for that too, and I'll start plugging those in. And I can always work those into the podcast and give you a highlight, or maybe even have you on the show and do an interview. That'd be even better. Again, I like guests. So, bios, get them going. So let's rewind a little bit. May 15th and 16th, Sonoma-Rok Cup, race number 3, sanzarukarting.com, gfckarting.com. Gary will be there supporting his drivers at that event. Also this weekend coming up, Prairie-City 4-stroke weekend. I'm going to try to have Donald on for a podcast this week. They have some exciting new changes going on in some of their classes. So I know he actually reached out to me and said, hey, let's do a podcast so we can highlight this. So here's a little bit of a teaser. His Masters Brig class has really grown in strength. And there's enough guys for him to break up the Masters and basically have a Masters and a Super Masters class without totally diluting the entries. So, Donald and I were chatting last week. He was really excited about that because he has he has plenty of senior drivers. He has enough master drivers, again, to split it up to Masters and then like a Super Masters or a Grand Masters. I don't know what he's going to call it. Without diluting the field too much, still maintaining good entries. What he doesn't want to do, which I completely agree with him on, he doesn't want to have 500 classes. He wants to have 4 to 6 classes, good laps, good racing, good entries, and get out early. What a concept. I mean, that's... so that is exciting. Again, Prairie-City is introducing a Grandmasters class. And I think that's going to start this weekend. So again, Prairie-City, 4-stroke weekend. And their website is pckarting.com. Again, pckarting.com. And I usually see the Durbans posting on Facebook. So they have a Prairie-City Facebook page. And that's where I saw their official announcement of the Grandmasters class. And again, Facebook's a great tool to stay in touch with people, especially when they have pages, and it's a very quick, concise way to get information out there. My only issue with Facebook is it doesn't catalog stuff very well. So once it gets posted and buried, it's gone, unless you want to spend an hour looking for it. And then also, May 16th, Carts and Coffee. Carts and Coffee in Modesto. So for more information on Carts and Coffee, I don't know much about this event. I saw it on Facebook. I thought it was a great idea. It's a group of carters that are piggybacking off of a Cars and Coffee in Modesto on Sunday, May 16th at 8 a.m. at the McHenry Village Shopping Center. So go to NorCalKarters.com, click on the calendar, and then the address and everything for McHenry Village Shopping Center is on our calendar. And I don't even know where I saw it on Facebook. I just know people were posting it. I copied and pasted, put it on the calendar, and what a great way to share karting. I shared before that I've done that a few times here in our local town of Galt, and I still have people come up to me and say, hey, when are you bringing the carts back out? Because here in Galt, they do the Cars and Coffee on the last Sunday of the month in front of Life's a Grind Coffee. And I mean, there's anywhere from 30 to 50 cars that show up. So one day, it's like I loaded up, brought my carts, and did it for a couple of months. And people still ask me, hey, where's those carts at? So sometimes the calendar gets a little full, so it's hard. But Carts and Coffee in Modesto. And let's see here. So that's May 15th and 16th. This coming weekend, May 17th. Reminder to Jason, do your taxes. That's me. I'm Jason. May 17th. I was actually ready in February. And then I got distracted. I never got a hold of my accountant. And I went, oh shit, on April 15th. So here we are, staring at May 17th. So guess what I'm doing today? I'm shipping out orders for extracartparts.com. And then I get on my taxes, get them uploaded, and I don't know. It's hopefully I have a big tax bill, and hopefully I don't. It means one of two things. If I have a big tax bill, I made money. If I don't have a tax bill, I didn't make any money. So, yeah, there's that. So, May 17th, extended tax day. Get them done. And next week, cckra.com, Central California Kart Racing Association, Round 3 at Buttonwillow. So, that race was originally posted for Fresno at the fairgrounds. They have rescheduled the track location. They've moved track locations to Buttonwillow. So CCKRA, Buttonwillow. Buttonwillow's been busy this week, or this month. I mean, they had the Challenge Karting event. They had SCUSA. They're having the CCKRA event. So, yeah, Buttonwillow is going to be busy. They have been busy. So that's May 22nd and 23rd. CCKRA, Buttonwillow. And also, Bakersfield Kart Club is May 22nd. Bakersfield Kart Club, May 22nd. And Northern Nevada Karts Club. Northern Nevada Kart Club, race number 3 on May 23rd. Northern Nevada Kart Club, May 23rd. Their website, nnkcreno.com. nnkcreno.com. And visit their webpage. They've done a very nice job on their website. It's easy to navigate. The events are easy to register for. I should just steal their format, which would be probably not too cool. But their site is just that nice. It's that easy to navigate. It's there's a lot of information on the site, but it's not cluttered. And I have a tendency to really clutter stuff up. So nnkcreno.com, go check out their website. Let's see, next Monday and every Monday, NorCal Karters podcast. And again, that's on the NorCal Karters calendar as well, norcalkarters.com, /calendar. And let's see here. May 29th, May 30th. KPX, that's going to be their second race. KPX, May 29th and 30th. And that is Memorial Day weekend. So Memorial Day weekend, May 29th and 30th. And then some of us have that Monday off. And that brings us to June. So June 3rd through the 6th. June 3rd through the 6th, Rock Cup USA Nola. So Rock Cup USA, the Rock Fest East, is taking place at Nola. A beautiful track. I mean, it's definitely a bucket list track. So if you're on the fence of going to the Rock Cup event and you're just not sure and you've never been to Nola, here's your shove. Go. Because it really is, it's a beautiful facility and a really neat track. Now, I've never driven the track. I've only worked at the track. I've seen a lot of great racing action at that facility. It's a really, really, really good track. So Rock Cup USA, Rock Fest East at NOLA. And that same weekend, hello Track Magic friends, Track Magic Super Rally. That is taking place June 4th, 5th, and 6th. That will be at Pat's Acres. They are all over their Facebook page, the Track Magic Owners Group. And Track Magic Owners Group, they're hosting the Track Magic Super Rally. They also have just launched a new website. So it's, actually, I have a bookmarked, I believe. Give me 1 second. Track Magic OG. TrackMagicOG.com. So they just launched the website last week, I believe. Yeah, so TrackMagicOG.com. They just released their track. And again, it's going to be the Track Magic Super Rally. They have a lot of stuff planned. They're doing an endurance race. They're doing, best lap of the weekend. They're just doing all kinds of stuff. They're having food trucks out there. Again, this is going to be in Pat's Acres, which is about 30 miles south of Portland. So I think from Northern California, it's probably going to be an 8 to 11 hour drive, depending on which part of the Bay Area or California you're coming from. If you've never been to Pat's Acres and you're just looking for a different track to go to, head on up there. Should be really neat. There's a lot of Track Magic guys like D'Elia that has, I don't know, he's got like 400 Track Magics right now. And he has some of the original ones that look brand new. I mean, just beautifully restored carts. If you're into that sort of thing, the Track Magic Rally is going to be a really, really cool event. And then that same weekend is the Shasta Kart Club. The Shasta Kart Club, they have their event on Sunday, June 6th. Sunday, June 6th, Shasta Kart Club. And then NCK Road Racing, Thunder Hill, Monday, June 7th, Thunder Hill for the NCK Road Racing Group. And no, NCK is not the same company as NorCal Karters. It's just we have very, very similar names. And to be quite honest, they were there first. So NCKRoadRacing.com, NCKRoadRacing.com for their schedule to register for their events. And they will be at Thunder Hill on the East 3 Mile track. So the original Thunder Hill track. You'll have your NCK Road Racers up there. So that should be a good event for those guys. It's just, and they're just a great group of dudes. There's every time I go out there, I just really enjoy myself. It's they're also very welcoming, to people. It's a lot of times you go to these races and you may not feel welcome, and it's probably nothing personal. A lot of it is at the sprint stuff. Thing is, everything's happening so fast. You have 40 to 55 minutes to go before you're on the track next. And you're changing tires or you're changing gearing, jetting. You're doing all this stuff, especially at the regional and the national level stuff. And a lot of times there's a lot of outsiders that are coming in. It's like, oh, I want to get interested in this sport. And a lot of these teams, they just don't have time during a race day. And honestly, if you try to catch them on a Saturday night before Sunday's race, a lot of them are not going to have time for you then either. I mean, it's just their focus is racing. It's almost like going to a Formula One race and walking through the pits and going up to the team boss and go, hey, can I ask you some questions about your car? And of course, that sounds absurd for a Formula One thing, but in karting at these regional races, this is our Formula One. And these teams are very dedicated and they're very serious. And the race weekends are very tough for them to kind of set aside and spend time with new people. But if you're looking at getting into karting, I always recommend find a local track, find a local race. Just go check it out a few times. But the road racing group, they're very, very engaging. They're very inviting. There's a lot of different options out there for you for the road race stuff. And again, it's just a good day. Thunder Hill, they usually have the snack bar open. Town is only, I don't know, five minutes away. So you can stop, grab some sandwiches, head out to Thunder Hill, walk around the pits. It's very open, ask a lot of questions. Now, they do drive through the pits. So if you're new to karting, you got to put your head on a swivel. You just can't dilly-dally through the paddock and do-do-do. You got to look around because carts are coming off the track and going onto the track. But with the road race guys, a lot of times you can walk up to them and politely ask, hey, is this a good time to chat? That's a cool looking cart. There you go. So NCK Road Racing, nckroadracing.com. Monday, Thunder Hill, June 7th. And then that rolls us over to June 12th and the 13th. June 12th and 13th, California Rock Cup Championship combined with Sonoma-Rok. So that should be a big event. The combined races for the rock stuff on the West Coast has been very, very successful. So that's going to be Sonoma-Rok Cup, race number 4, combined with challengekarting.com. That's going to be June 12th through the 13th. Again, NorCal race team, GFC Karting, he will be in attendance for that event. And that is going to be June 12th and the 13th. And then also, we have Bakersfield Kart Club, June 12th, and Blue Max Kart Club, June 13th. So Bakersfield Kart Club and Blue Max Kart Club. Bakersfield, June 12th. Blue Max, June 13th. And the Pro Kart Challenge takes place June 18th through the 20th. So that's Pro Kart Challenge, June 18th through the 20th. Actually, that seems a little odd. KPX is that same weekend. When I get a little bit of time, I will look into that. But Pro Kart Challenge, June 18th, 19th, and 20th. And then KPX, June 19th and 20th. That's also Father's Day weekend. There's another Karts and Coffee on that Sunday. And yeah, we'll wrap up June. We'll go all the way to June. So June 26th and 27th. CCKRA Round 4, Santa Maria. CCKRA Round 4, Santa Maria. Prairie-City Two-Stroke Weekend. Prairie-City Two-Stroke Weekend. Both of those events are June 26th through the 27th. And then we have Shasta on their calendar. It's a makeup rain race. June 26th, which is a Saturday. And then we have our limited 125 Shifters of NorCal going to Prairie City. Limited 125 Shifters of NorCal going to Prairie City on that 26th, 27th weekend. And The NorCal ADCC Shifter Championship Series will also be going to Prairie City for that two-stroke weekend. So Prairie City is going to be busy that weekend with the addition of the 125s and the ADCC group. And that wraps up June for us. So again, if I'm missing your events, let me know. If you want more exposure for events, let me know. If you appreciate this podcast, share it with a friend, post it on your social pages. I know people are listening. I know people are sharing because every single week our downloads go up. I don't have a lot of live listens. Right now, that's not my focus. My focus is just getting the information and the content out there. And again, every week the downloads are increasing. So thank you for your support of this project. And I think that's going to be a wrap for today. Everyone, have a great week.